Welcome everybody back to another round here of the Grand Slam tournament here on MVG Productions. I'm one of your announcers up in the booth here, Scott Michaels, and alongside me here tonight we actually got a new commentator up here. We have Equals Peach. Hi, Peach.
Hi, Scott. I've actually been here once before. I did a horrible job, but I'm back, as you can clearly see.
Yeah, well, you must have done a good enough job if we invited you back up here. And,
yeah, I'm actually surprised at that little development.
Well, all I gotta say is we got another matchup tonight, and this is gonna be another slobber knocker here. We got AJ Richards facing off against our own Jason Meyers. How you feeling about this one?
Well, we once again got a little bit of a clash between two players of different parts of the bracket here. But as we've seen already and through the first four matchups of this second round, nothing is ever a given. Even though Jason has the number 4 seed and the advantage in the seeding, obviously, AJ, for getting here, he is obviously very a formidable opponent. So anything can and will happen, Scott. I'm looking forward to this matchup.
I am as well. We're going to see if Jason really does have the power to take down two AJs, because he took down AJ Van Mittendorp in the first round, which that match, if you have not seen, was a very great match to watch. And as well with AJ versus Neil, and now we got these two meeting up here with the winner going to face off against Ryan Westling. And I feel like no matter who wins this match, Ryan's in for a heck of a fight.
Yeah, certainly. I was actually watching that last matchup. Like, it was amazing how this Ryan guy, I don't know, I saw that he had like a very rocky start in that riddle round. Actually, lost a whole minute in time in that first round, but still managed to keep his composure and stay at it through the rest of the game, and ultimately come with that amazing win. I think whatever happens here, we may be in for one heck of a quarterfinal matchup involving this Ryan kid. I'm interested in what happens here.
Yeah, the Elite 8 is definitely going to be elite, that is for sure. But in order to make it to the Elite 8, we got to get through the Sweet 16 first. And that involves this matchup as we take it down to the floor and question man!
All right, players, take your positions. All right, players, congratulations on getting here this far. We start off here in round 1 with the teaser round. Of course, in this round, you will be getting either a jackpot-style riddle or it will be a riddle in the form of a joke. As we get started here tonight, Jason Meyers, who is our higher overall seed, he has elected to go first in rounds 2 and 4, which means AJ will be going first here in round 1. Players, do remember that you have 3 switches that you may use in the first 3 rounds, and that is total, not for each individual round. You may pass at any time that you see fit and get a new question. Do also remember you can ask for a question to be repeated if you didn't hear it, or if you are unsure. So, with that being said, I wish both of you the best of luck. AJ, are you ready?
Sure am.
AJ, your time begins now. In the shape of a tube whose parts you twist, of mirrors and colored glass I consist. Look at the image inside me, I insist.
Kaleidoscope.
Correct, Jason. This word means clean and tidy, starting with N, you should know. Also a slang for terrific or cool, used many years ago.
Neat.
Correct, AJ. When you think of a thermometer, this is the liquid you see. Also the name of a planet and a god in Roman mythology.
Great.
Correct, Jason. I led the British people during World War II and often met with FDR, my cigar always in view.
Churchill.
Correct. AJ. It means of great importance and key in a way. It is also the letter C in CIA.
Central.
Correct. Jason. I'm called a horse which you can't ride. So small, in fact, I'm moved by the tide.
Seahorse.
Correct. AJ. I caused a rush to the West way back in 1849. Now I'm handed to winning athletes all of the time. Correct. Jason. This means vague and not specific at all. Also an army rank, you'd obey his call.
General.
Correct. AJ. Find one in the Peter Pan story, an imaginary being you can see. It sounds the
Fairy.
same as it. Correct. Jason. Every country has one of me, but I'm never the same, with different patterns and colors to represent its name.
Flag.
Correct. AJ. I'm the last part of something, the finish or close, like the end of a story where the outcome shows.
Switch.
Switchback.
Jason. AJ.
Pass.
Pick me up if you have something to tell, and say thanks to Alexander Graham Bell.
Telephone.
Correct. Jason. A city among the Alps where the Danube River runs free, once home of the waltz, think of a capital starting with V.
Vienna.
Correct. AJ. It means that something is firm, solid, or real. Also a building material often used with steel.
Copper.
No. It is a mark that people make on a list to keep track, and what you hope to see many of when you get a test paper back.
Grade.
No. If you are serving in a game of tennis, time is up. Well played first round. Jason, you have won that first round. You will be taking 30.988 seconds along with you into the final round. Back up to the booth.
Talk about a hot start to this match.
Certainly, yeah, we got both players looking to make a statement in that first round. They started out very well. Yeah, Jason had like a perfect score from my calculations. I was also keeping track along with our statistician, Jose. But, yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of our statistician, let's go over to him. So, Stats My Jam, what do we got for the lowdown?
Oh, man. Oh, that is a close second to Stats the way I like it, but...
I have 4 more. Be ready.
Oh, gosh! Okay, well, to be serious here, so in terms of our question statistics here, Jason had a total of 6 questions, and he nailed every single one of them, got all 6 correct. And meanwhile, AJ started off strong. He had a total of 9 questions. He got 6 right, but then started to get a few wrong by getting 3 incorrect. And in terms of switches, they had a little bit of a switch battle. They exchanged switch uses, so they each have 2 going into round number 2.
Well, 2 switches apiece, 2 rounds to go before the final. And a 30-second time advantage for Jason. He's going to be starting off this round. Peach, anything else you'd like to add before we jump into round 2?
I think I've said everything I need to say.
Well, I know somebody who needs to say some more things, and that's the man on the floor, and that is the question man!
Players, take your positions. Players here in round 2, this is the odd one out round. In this round, after you were asked the question, you'll be given 3 possible answers. You are going to determine which one of them does or does not belong. So pay close attention to the question. Again, as you heard there, Jason and AJ, both of you used 1 switch in that first round, meaning you have 2 remaining for rounds 2 and 3. Jason, you will be going first in this round. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Jason, your time begins now. 2 of these words are synonyms of rich. Which one isn't? Stash, prosperous, affluent.
Stash.
Correct. AJ. Which one of these famous buildings is not in New York City? The Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building, the Sears Tower.
Chrysler Building.
No. A plant's roots take two of these things from the soil. Which one isn't taken? Food, minerals, water.
Minerals.
No. Two of these people were important thinkers in ancient Greece. Who wasn't? Plato, Apollo, Socrates.
Apollo.
Correct. Jason. Which one of these is not the name of a country? Bangkok, Bangladesh, Bolivia.
Bangkok.
Correct. AJ. Two of these cities are in Ohio. Which one is not? Cincinnati, Cleveland, Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Correct. Jason. Which one of these things is not produced by plants during photosynthesis? Oxygen, carbon dioxide, food.
Food.
No. Which one of these is not the name of a mountain range in the USA? Caspian, Appalachian, Sierra Nevada.
Caspian.
Correct. AJ. Two of these words are synonyms of vague. Which one isn't? Unclear, detailed, obscure.
Detailed.
Correct. Jason. Two of these cities are in Asia. Which one is not? Budapest, Bombay, Beijing.
Budapest.
Correct. AJ. Two of these words are synonyms of search. Which one isn't? Ponder, scrutinize, probe.
Scrutinized.
No. Which one of these states is not spelled correctly? Massachusetts. Massachussetts.
Correct.
Jason.
Switchback.
AJ. Louisiana. Louisiana. Connecticut. Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Correct. Jason. Two of these are types of apples. Which one isn't? Golden Delicious, Granny Smith, Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger.
Correct. AJ. Two of these terms appear in poetry. Which one doesn't? Adagio, stanza, couplet.
Adagio.
No. Which one of these does not? Time is up. Another fantastic round there. Jason, you have won this round as well. You will take 37.710 seconds along with you into the the fourth round. Back up to the booth.
Those spelling questions are killers in this.
That they are, and I understood AJ's idea to switch it and hope to make Jason hear the whole question out, but Jason switched it right back. Interesting use of the switches like we've seen all throughout this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we are closing in on 20 games into this tournament, and strategies have developed and they've also evolved. So, I mean, there's still a lot to do here. Jason taking a little bit more than what he got in round one, 37 seconds to round number 4. And to get more of the stats and numbers, we take it over to a Statric Star, and he'll tell us what else we got to know.
Dear God. God. 3 of them left. I gotta get ready. I think they're only gonna get better from here. Alright, bud. Things went a little differently here for questions. Jason got a total of 6 of them. He only missed 1 and got 5 correct, whereas AJ had a total of 8 questions and went 50-50. 4 right and 4 wrong. And in terms of switches, it was exactly like the words, English, I can speak it. They both have 1 switch left because they exchanged switch uses, so 1 switch left going into round 3.
Yeah, round 3 being the listing round. This has to be AJ's turning point. Otherwise, it's gonna start to look like a runaway. What do you think, Peach?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I saw there. Jason Meyers is trying to kind of pull himself away from this match, but like we said before, anything can and will happen. Maybe this is the round where AJ comes to show his expertise in listing things. Well, either listing or deciphering which one is like the heaviest or the largest or what have you. It all depends on the question, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think we got much else to say up here. We got to see how it goes down on the floor. And down on the floor, question man!
Players, take your positions. Players here in round 3, this is our sequencing round. In this round, you'll be given a question with 3 possible answers, and you could be asked to answer that one of 3 ways. You could be asked to give all 3 of the answers in a specific type of order that the question will ask for. You could be asked to give what we call the bookend answers, which would be the answers on either end. If you're asked to give the answer that way, you will need to be very specific in your answer, such as this one is largest, this one is smallest, and that's only an example. Or the third way could be just giving one end of the answer. So do pay very close attention to the way the question asked for it to be answered. With that being said, again, players, Jason, you have one switch that you were able to use in this round. AJ, you also have one switch that you're able to use in this round. AJ, you will be going first. Are you ready?
Yes.
Then AJ, your time begins now. Arrange these East Coast cities from north to south. New York, Boston, Washington, D.C.
New York, Washington, D.C.
Which one of these 3 famous people lived most recently? Ludwig van Beethoven, Pablo Picasso, Charles Dickens.
Pablo Picasso.
Correct, Jason. Arrange these words in the order they appear in a dictionary. Challenge, chance, thought.
What was the third one?
The answers are challenge, chance, chalk.
Chalk, challenge, chance.
Correct, AJ. These are the 3 tiniest planets in our solar system. Which is the smallest? Pluto, Mercury, Mars.
Pluto.
Correct, Jason. Arrange these words in the order they appear in a dictionary. Throw, thought, throughout.
Thought, throughout, throw.
Correct, AJ. Which one of these important historical people lived first? Marco Polo, Benjamin Franklin, Galileo.
Galileo.
No. Arrange these words in the order they appear in a dictionary. Compliment, compile, complaint.
Complaint.
No.
Switch.
Jason,
Switch back.
AJ, who spent the most time on their science project and who spent the least time? Peter for half a day plus 2 hours, Arnold for 14 hours minus 50 minutes, or Carol for 660 minutes?
Carol.
No. Who has the most money saved in their piggy bank? Carl with 70 nickels, Linda with 32 dimes, Jerry with 12 quarters.
Jerry.
No. Arrange these fractions from highest to lowest value. 12 36ths, 9 twelfths, 10 15ths.
9 12 10 15s.
Time is up. You were on the right pace. That was going to come out correct, but unfortunately not in time. Jason, you have won this round as well here, and you will be taking 59.585 seconds along with you into the final round. Back up to the booth.
Well, I'd say that was kind of a rough round, all said. I mean, unfortunately, AJ got stuck with the questions that I wouldn't want to be caught having to think about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are those bookend ones you gotta listen to, and then there's the ones where you gotta listen to the amount of time or money or however much denomination we are talking about, and that I could tell it threw off AJ. And in this game, it is hard to recuperate yourself once you've gotten yourself thrown off, which means that Jason gets another minute going into the final round, giving him right around 2 minutes extra time.
And don't forget, these guys are both getting one more switch here, but
Yeah.
the way Jason's been playing, he could obviously use it to throw the killing blow towards AJ, but you never know.
You never know. And speaking of switches and everything, let's take it over to our statistician. Hey, Knick Knack Statty Whack, what do you got for us?
I don't know.
Jason.exe has stopped working.
Damn it, Scott! Jason's playing and you broke it. Come on!
There is a chance, AJ. I'm just letting you know.
I don't know. That may beat out stats the way. I like it, but that's close. Scott, I gotta give you, all seriousness aside, I gotta give you credit for that one.
What do you got over there, though, for numbers?
Well, Jason only got a total of 2 questions in that round. He did get them both. However, unfortunately for AJ, this was not his round. With a total of 7 questions, only getting 2 right and 5 incorrect with a mix of passes and incorrect answers. And in terms of switches, exactly like the last 2 rounds, they both exchanged uses of them. So going into the final round, they'll each have 1 to use.
They'll each have 1 to use, like we were saying, but with a time advantage like this, I mean, AJ's got to hope most of these questions to Jason are written in Swahili.
Speaking of it, Jason, you all right over there?
Not saying it's impossible, but it's going to take a lot of luck on AJ's side after that kind of depressing 3rd round.
A lot of luck, but at the same time, anything can happen. Jason can stumble as much as AJ did, and there's only one way to figure out who's going to move on in the tournament, and we got to throw it down to the floor. Question, man!
Players, for the final time today, take your positions. All right, players, here in round 4, this is our wild card round. In this round, you could be asked any question of any type, so you will need to be on your toes. So let's look at each one of you. AJ, you did not bank any time, so you will only have your base time of 1 minute and 30 seconds to use. We do give you an additional switch here. You've used all your other ones, so you only have 1 switch to use. Jason, you, of course, used all your switches as well. We give you the extra one, which means you have 1 switch to use in this round. You were also able to bank 128.283 seconds, which gives you an additional 2 minutes and 8 seconds to use. So that brings you up to a total of 3 minutes and 38 seconds, and I may have just said that wrong, but everybody knows the point I was getting at. So yes, you have 3 minutes and 38 seconds. It feels like it was 128 minutes to use here. So whoever has time remaining at the end of this round will be moving on to our quarterfinals. Best of luck here to you. Jason, are you ready?
Yes.
Jason, your time begins now. Give me 3 first names that begin with the letter K, as in Kim.
Kevin, Carl, Kelly.
Correct. AJ, I'm going to give you a fruit with the missing vowels. P, blank, N, blank, blank, P, P, L, blank.
Pineapple.
Correct. Jason, true or false? The fastest creature in the world is the peregrine falcon.
False.
No. Give me 3 words that begin with F-O-R.
Forward, forgot, forget.
Correct. AJ, give me 3 fruits or vegetables that begin with the letter M, as in Michael.
Switch.
Switch
Jason.
back.
AJ.
Pass.
All right, I'm going to give you an animal with the missing vowels. B, blank, F, F, blank, L, blank.
Pass.
Give me 3 words that rhyme with table. T-A-B-L-E.
Cradle. Wadle.
Give me 3 words that end in O-P-E.
Pass.
Give me 3 countries that begin with the letter B, as in Bob.
Brazil, Bolivia, Botswana.
Correct. Jason, here's an animal with the missing vowels. G blank R blank L L
Giraffe.
blank. No. Give me 3 words that rhyme with weight. W-E-I-G-H-T.
Slate, great, late.
Correct. AJ, true or false? The lake that's supposedly home to the Loch Ness Monster is in France.
False.
Correct. Jason, give me 3 first names that begin with W as in what?
Willie, Wally, William.
Correct. AJ, here is a country with the missing vowels. C blank N blank D blank.
Canada.
Correct. Jason, give me 3 words that rhyme with love. L-O-V-E.
Dove, above, and pass.
True or false? The world's rhinoceroses are almost extinct.
True.
Correct. AJ, give me 3 words that begin with ban. B-A-N.
Band, and bands.
Correct. Jason, here is a food with the missing vowels. P blank C-K-L blank.
Pickle.
Correct. AJ, time is up. And ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end, and tonight our winner is Jason Meyers. Jason, congratulations. Back up to the booth.
For having the time advantage that he did, AJ put up a hell of a fight that he could. With being behind by 2 minutes, that 2 minutes, from looking at this, was the factor in it all.
Yeah. It was this one was certainly more the back and forth battle that I was expecting throughout the whole match, but at the end of the day, Jason won in large part due to his time advantage, although I'm thinking even if he didn't have that time, like any of the time that he'd had, he still would have won this round. It was just
it would have squeaked it.
Absolutely. And yeah, I noticed that Jason throughout this match never seemed to use his switch first. He always waited for AJ to bite. And
kind of that counter-attack measure. Before we bring up either contender here, let's take it over to Jose. And Jose, what does your Baba stat sheet tell you?
Oh my god! I swear, they keep getting better and better with every round. Alright, but the final stats here for this final round. Both players had a total of 9 questions each. Jason had 6 right and 3 wrong, whereas AJ had 5 right and 4 wrong. Pretty close difference, but at the end of the day, the time advantage was what made the difference.
Yep, what we expected for that entire matchup. Hey Peach, who do you got coming over first? I see someone behind you.
Yeah, I'm going to talk with AJ Richards, the guy who just approached me. And AJ, at the end of the day, you put up a heck of a fight. How do you think you did?
Well, the 3rd round killed me. That's what did it in for me. I congratulate Jason on his win, and I wish him best luck in the next round.
Yeah, I certainly sympathize with you for that hellish 3rd round, I gotta say. I felt like bad luck aplenty in there.
Yeah.
Either way, though, AJ, you made it to the 2nd round, and hopefully we'll have you here for next year's tournament, which you will have time to study up for, learn everybody's strategy. And did you have fun in the tournament for the 2 rounds you played in?
I had a great time. I will be back here again next year.
Alrighty. Well, that was AJ Richards, everybody, as the man behind me who I've heard stomping on the wall the whole way up here through everything I've said. Hi, Jason.
Hi.
it feels weird to see you down there and not up here for once, but I'm sure that's how you felt probably last night.
Last night I felt like I could have been anywhere else but up here after what happened.
Hey, look at it this. Look at it
anyway. That's all I gotta say.
I'm taking it you like that one.
Yes.
Well, let's look at it this way, Jason. You put on another great performance today. No bubble incident this time.
I kind of wish I had let the questioner spell out more of that word because I thought he was going for giraffe, but it turns out he was going for gazelle. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I heard an R as well, and then when I heard the rest of the word, yep. I would have said the same thing you would have right then and there, but either way, you're advancing on in the tournament here, and if we can load up the bracket here, we know who you're facing coming up, and Peach, we'll throw it over to you to talk with Jason here. Now Jason Meyers, the number 4 seed, is going to be taking
Peach, that's what you look like. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. After you've been
I won't be a mystery to anybody. I'm that squid human hybrid everybody's been talking about.
Yeah, you've been.
That's why you're in the jar. Okay. Got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've been calling out to him for the past few episodes. I've been wondering why.
Hey, let it not be said that I'm not a fan of Peach. I mean, he's right here. I love the dude. Peach, you're awesome.
Well, thanks, Jason. I want to mention that you had like one heck of a statement all throughout this whole game. That's what I'm feeling. How are you? Like, do you think, does that make you feel better going into this next round?
A little bit. Like, I know what Ryan's capable of. I've seen him practically blow the competition out of the water, so I know I'm gonna have my work cut out for me. I'm
sure he's thinking the same about you. He's gonna see this statement and be worried as all hell. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because my strategy coming in was if AJ was gonna try to switch it, I was gonna try to switch it back because I wasn't having it.
Yeah, certainly. That I'd say Ryan kind of benefited last night from having Justin use a different strategy that he was able to like pounce on instead. So I'm feeling like this is going to be one hell of a matchup, Jace.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I got my work cut out for me. If I survive, awesome. Otherwise, I wish all the best for Ryan.
Well, he's going to appreciate hearing that from you, Jace.
And looking at the bracket here, kind of football-style, NFC, AFC style. In the top half here, we only have one match remaining before we go on into the Elite, well, not Elite 8 yet. We got one match up there, I believe 2 matches on the lower bracket. So this tournament is catching up all of a sudden, and in no time, we're going to be talking about semifinals and the finals. So yeah, and looking here quick, 2 matches remaining in the lower bracket. We got Elliot Schiff and Braden Dees in one matchup to actually see who will face me in that match. And then finally we got Kevin Henry versus our own Knick-Knack Stattywhack over there, Jose Cazares. So yeah, only 3 matches remain before we get into the Elite 8.
All those names for the statistician, and I was thinking that might have broken Jason to the point where AJ had a chance, but no, Jason, you kept your composure there. Props to you for that.
Somehow I kept my
Somehow.
I think I had to step on my own foot, like, ow, it hurts, can't laugh anymore.
Well, Jason, congratulations once again. You're moving on in the tournament. Like I said, we have 3 matches left before we talk about the Elite 8. But for now, that's all the time we got tonight. Actually, I haven't even thrown it over to Turd. My bad, Turd. You kind of snuck up behind me here.
and that's surprising because I'm a large mammal friend, but
Hey, listen, when Jason pounds on the desk, it just deafens everything in a 5-meter radius.
well, I'm pretty sure that his desk at this point is made out of reinforced balsa wood, if you catch my drift.
It might as well be at this point.
Right. But yeah, Scott, this was as much as the time didn't show it. Both players played a really good game. It's just one of those. At the end of the day, Jason came in with a solid strategy. He played it all the way to the end, and AJ, there was nothing he could do to counterpunch it. And ultimately, that's where we're at now. But yeah, huge win by Jason. Again, I'd like to say thank you to AJ for playing with us here. Definitely look forward to seeing you back the next time we do this in 2024. Jason, congratulations to you. Definitely look forward to having you back in the booth. But we'll also look forward to that matchup that you have coming up in the Elite Eight against Ryan Westling. It's going to be that's going to be a matchup of the ages. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time that we have got here for this episode of Grand Slam. Again, I'd like to thank our players, AJ Richards and Jason Meyers. I'd like to thank our statistician, my good friend Jose Cazares, and all the wealth of names that he was given tonight. Trust me, a lot of time and thought go into those. I'm going to have to spend some time cleaning up my keyboard, my coffee table after some spit takes on that one. But yes, would also like to thank Peach Cobbler and Scott Michaels for taking care of us up here in the booth tonight. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying what you're seeing here with the Grand Slam tournament, make sure that you hit that like button. Leave us a comment, whether you're watching it live right now or if you are watching it later on demand. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you're thinking. Tell us if you want to see this again in 2024. Our players are loving it, and it seems like you're liking it too with the number of views we're getting on it. Remember, there is a playlist of all the episodes so far. Tonight's episode and last night's episode will be getting moved in there shortly. I do know there was a question about last night's episode, why it ended early. There was just some issues with the internet on my end, but there was a second half of that video filmed, so it will be there for you guys to be able to check out later. But make sure that you subscribe to this channel so you can keep up with everything going on here at MVG Productions. And if you ring that bell, you'll get notifications when Brandon puts out more fantastic content, and when we come back again with another live stream, which there will be at least one, if not multiple more of these here tonight, as we get close to filling out our full Elite Eight right here in this tournament. But I was your questionnaire tonight, Turd Ferguson, and you sure as hell aren't. We'll see you back here next time for another matchup in the 2023 MVG Grand Slam Tournament.
This was an